How's it going, Ralph Cowpokes? Grim Gaddy here with something very different. So, after being inspired by Sparks' videos, who I'm going to link up in the top now, when he does the outfits of, say, the legendary westerns, and I mean Clint Eastwood, I mean Van Cleef, and all of them, like, I was inspired by this. I was inspired by this man, I was inspired by this video. Now, I can't do outfits for crap. I really can't. Especially when it comes to what the game limits me to. I honestly don't have the time or the effort or the care, honestly, to do more than just look up someone else's videos and copy their work. That said, one thing I am very good at, and I have a great eye for detail for, and that's guns. So, what this video is something of a take on that. I'm going to show you all how to make Clint Eastwood's gun from a fistful of dollars and a few dollars more. And by all means, if you all haven't seen Sparks' videos yet on the outfits he made in Red Dead Redemption 2 based on some of these legendary western characters, go check him out. I already threw a link up in the video for you to go click on and go check him out. The guy's got great eye for detail on this. I don't. I do guns. That's what we're going to do. We're going to do guns. So, first things first. You got to mosey on to Ye Yonda Gunsmith. Make sure you equip the appropriate outfit for your legendary western figure.
Greetings. So, what are you aiming
And then
for
mosey
today?
right on and prepare to customize your cattleman revolver.
Good.
Now, I've already customized this gun pretty damn close to how I wanted it, but I figured I could show off exactly what I meant by how you need to have it look for exactly. Grips, when it comes to the type, honestly doesn't really matter. It's more so for varnish purposes than anything. Dealer's choice on that. Barrel length, however, is important. His is a 5.5 inch barrel, so sadly we gotta go with a short barrel. Now that said, when we make the Van Cleef version of this cattleman, we will be going with the long, but that's for later. For now, 5-inch barrel, sadly. Sights, if you want to be true to the gun, you gotta go with just the stock sights. The improved sights are nice, but if you want to be true to the gun itself, you gotta have the stock sights. But again, dealer's choice, I'm not going to fault you if you decide to have improved sights. Next, we have the metals. This is what makes the gun look the part. Now, when it comes to the barrel and the cylinder, you have two choices, blued steel or blackened steel. I felt that blackened steel was a little bit closer, but I like the look of the blued steel personally. So again, dealer's choice, blackened or blue steel. When it comes to the frame, this is the interesting thing. His is a color case hardened frame and hammer. And that was a little hard to pinpoint, but I felt the brown steel actually fit the part of that pretty well. When it comes to the trigger, however, that's a little hard to see in any picture I found. Now, you could go with, again, dealer's choice. You feel like blackened or blue is the part of it, go for it. I personally think I went with case hardened. I just felt like it matched a little better than the rest of it. Engravings? Clint Eastwood don't have any engravings on single action, come on. The man's a legend. He don't need no engravings. But he does have this nice snake on his grip. Now, sadly, we can't inlay that with silver. But we can have this nice snake engraving to give it the part and at least the look of this beautiful gun. Now, the varnish is where it gets kind of tricky. There's not really a good, deep, dark red or maroon kind of varnish for the grips. I personally think I stuck with mahogany. I felt it was about as close as I can get to the look and the feel. It's also lacquered, oddly enough, but there's not really an option for that in the game.
Jacob Worth is a friend of mine. I admire him, but he's just about the worst.
So this is mostly dealer's choice. Mesquite is a pretty good choice, I felt. I stuck with mahogany. I felt it does a little bit more closer to home and to heart. But that is essentially it. Right there, you have that legendary single action army used by the legend himself, Clint Eastwood, in a fistful of dollars and a few dollars more. Now, I could end the video here, but I figured I just made this thing. We gotta go test it out. So I moseyed on to the bounty office and see what was available and see what kind of trouble I could get into. Now, while I go venture off and find this wonderful lass who has a habit of killing her husbands, I'm going to show off some pictures in comparison to what I just made and what the gun actually looks like. Now here we have the finished product of the Cattleman, and I feel like I did get it pretty spot on, especially when I compare it to this sucker. Now, as we can see, we got about as close as we can get, especially when it comes to the frame colors, the hammer colors. Trigger, again, is suspect. Cylinder, barrel, all pretty good. And, well, we did what we could with the grip. At least it has a snake on it. I feel like it's a pretty good rendition, personally. Really do. But, of course, I will not dare say I even close to manage to get this down as perfectly as I can, given the assets I am given. So, anyone that has any suggestions they want to throw out about how they believe the gun should look in comparison, by all means, hit me up with a comment. Lord knows I am always open to suggestions, especially for those that have a better eye for detail on things than I do. Now that said, we still have a gun to test out, so we're going to ride on out. I gotta say, I love being such a fan of westerns and video games and just having this beautiful marriage of the two in Red Dead Redemption. Whew. God, I love it. Thankfully, we don't have to ride on too long before we actually encounter something amiss and gives us an opportunity to test out this legendary single action Army 45 Long Colt. We're not even a mile out from town, and look at that, there's already a gunfight between the O'Driscolls and some poor farmhand, which gives us a fantastic opportunity to dead-eye the crap out of these poor sods. Oof. That's just satisfying. That's just satisfying. 2-shot dropped on that guy. Yeah, 3-shot. 2-shot drop on this one, though, with a nice headshot. Maybe not enough to get Clint Eastwood proud, but God knows that little flourish as we reholster that beautiful single-action Army Cattleman. That certainly would make him proud. We still have a bounty to go get, but we'll deal with that next time. I hope you all enjoyed, as I loot these bodies, of this wonderful little show of how to make such a legendary gun from the Old West, from some of the best movies ever made, from one of the best stars and, oddly enough, best directors in my personal opinion, Clint Eastwood himself. Oh, he's a director now, though at that point he was just an actor. Boy, that man made some fantastic movies. Again, I could stop the video right here. I feel like I've done my part. I've shown you how to make the gun. I've shown you how to make it look as good and as close as I can, personally, along with showing some quick clip. But you know what? When I was recording this, something else had happened. Not even 50 yards away. Yeah, even more O'Driscolls decided to bar our path. Now, I thought, this is a great opportunity to even further test this cattleman. But I figured, like, you know what else Clint Eastwood would like to use in some of the movies? Like, 2 mules for Sister Sarah? He did have a fantastic penchant for using dynamite. So I figured, what better way to pay homage than to toss a stick, walk away, and then shoot whoever's left. Thank you, Red Dead, for random crap happening as I travel along. Anyway, once again, thank you all for watching. I hope you all enjoyed. And if you did enjoy, be sure to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment, if you will, with suggestions. Maybe there's a gun used in an old western that you think you can probably make a Red Dead, but you're not entirely sure of how or what would be best for it. God knows, I'll gladly take my best attempt at it. I already said I'm going to do the Van Cleef one just because Sparks recently did a video on the outfit. I figured, you know what, it's a nice little marriage of the two, I believe. And his is actually fairly simple. Once again, thank you all for watching. Till next time, kids. Take care now. Bye-bye then.